Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit longer than my usual because it is a pretty big project, so we are getting right into it in terms of the build. And there are some things when I'm kind of messing around with layout and just those some things, I mean, you won't really notice in here, but I notice that there are some things that I cut out kind of when I'm deciding and removing things and adding the back and all that. I removed that because yeah, even by doing that, as you can see, the video is still pretty long, so there was a lot to edit this time around. But that is a good thing completely because this is a super big project, or it's a big project, but it's a super fun one. It is a collab that I did with one of my favorite simmers. It's ML Plays The Sims, and we decided to build a pocket neighborhood together. So she is a super talented builder. If you don't already follow her, or if you don't subscribe to her channel, anything like that, definitely check her out. All of her information and everything will be in the description of this video. So yeah, definitely check her out. Like I said, she's super talented, which is why I was so excited and wanted to do this collab with her. But on top of being talented, she's also just really nice and supportive, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to get to do this with her. And as you will see, as we're kind of going through this video, you will see a lot of completed things around when like the camera pans out and everything, and that is because ML Plays stuff is already complete when I'm working on my build part. So for her builds, you can check out her video, which would have released just a bit before mine. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be in the description, so just check that out as well. But basically, yeah, we did a pocket neighborhood. So we were looking on Pinterest. We both looked online, and this was something that we both liked. It's basically just kind of like these like micro communities or like micro neighborhoods, and I think they're super cute, and it looked super fun to build, so that is what we worked on. So we did it on the big lot that's in Willow Creek, the one that is usually the park. And in total, there are 4 houses on the lot. We only did the 4 houses because we also, when we were looking at pictures and stuff, something we really liked were having these like common community garden, or like common spaces of community garden, and like community barbecues, things like that. So the middle community barbecue, and there's like a gazebo area kind of in the back with the kids pirate ship thing, whatever it's called. Yeah, so ML Plays did that part, so she definitely did the majority of the like common community space. There are 2 at the sides of the houses, or of the lot, I should say. One of them just kind of being an area with like bird feeders, and it's meant to be like a sitting area. And the other one having like the pet training stuff. I did those ones, but yeah, like I said, ML Plays did the majority of that like outdoor common spaces, and she did a amazing job with that, and with our houses. So when we were working on this collab, we started with a super general layout of the houses, just plopping the 4 houses down, planning out how big our common spaces the community spaces, outdoor spaces and stuff were gonna be. So we did that like really roughly at the beginning, and honestly, I really did not think about when I was making the like shell of these houses. I did not think about the angles I was building, because the houses are built on the 4 corners, so a lot of them are angled walls, and I just wasn't thinking about the difficulties that I would have with stairs based on doing that. And you know, ML Plays, she also had to deal with the houses that were like that. And she was probably really frustrated with what I had done in terms of those angles, because I was super frustrated for a while with the stairs. But I think it turned out really well, or I'm happy with how it turned out on my end, and ML Plays certainly made it work really well. And maybe she wasn't frustrated. It could have most definitely just been a me issue. But yeah, I did not think about those stairs and the difficulties of angles. I think it's also because I went in at first wanting to have to use a ladder, and for one of my houses at least, and make it like a lofted bedroom with that ladder. And that was not. It just wasn't working well for. I mean, I'm sure I could have played around with it more and been pretty happy with it, but it was becoming frustrating for me, so I stopped. But anyways, for our houses, they all kind of have this like modern look overall. Emma Plays did her houses first, so I will say once I saw the exterior of hers and saw she kind of did in a modern industrial, I was like, because I did go in, honestly thinking I was going to do a modern kind of style, anyways. And then as soon as I saw hers, I was like, okay, perfect, yeah, modern. I know for sure a lot of eco lifestyle, which is what I was picturing going in. But yeah, once I saw hers, I was like, okay, yeah, perfect. This is coming together. So it is a very eco lifestyle filled lot, I think. If I broke down all the items, it maybe isn't as much as I'm thinking, but at least from when I'm looking at like the full exterior, I feel like there's a lot of eco lifestyle between the four houses that we did. But yeah, I wasn't thinking too specifically about the families that lived here. I did add some items that kind of gave them like some distinct personalities, but I didn't think about it too much. I think like this in this house, it is more for a creative sim. There's a lot of like musicians items. There are some photography items, everything like that. So I guess now that I think about it, really the other house I did is also a creative sim, but maybe more a painter. Um, and I and it's just when I'm saying that now that I realize I kind of did all creative traits for the sims or for the houses I built. But yeah, so for the lot overall, which you'll see the ones I'm building anyways, but if you're looking at the lot from the front, it's the back left one and the front right one are the two that I did, and so that's the two that you'll see in this speed build. And ML Plays did the opposite two, which you either would have seen already in her video if you watched it, or hopefully will see if you go and check that out. But my two houses, the exteriors, I think it was kind of accidental, and then I guess ended up being more purposeful, but I made the exteriors of them pretty heavy contrast between each other. I have one with a um, mostly black, but it's a black and white kind of exterior. And then the other one is very much a white beige. It's super light in the tones and neutral in tones. The interior is not necessarily uh, directly with those with the color schemes, and they're not necessarily contrasting like that. But at least for the exteriors, there is a pretty heavy contrast between the two houses that I did. And I did add pet items to, I think it's both of my houses. It might just be one of them, but I'm pretty sure it's both, which is why when I was doing adding those like two extra common spaces in the outdoor area, that is why I made kind of like a pet training area, because I did know that there were at least some pets that would be in this lot based on how I built my houses. Um, and yeah, the second floor for this first house that I did is a super large room. It's well, it's only a room. That's all the second floor is. But yeah, the floor plan, like I was saying earlier with the stairs and that angle of the stairs, I just like couldn't really get a floor plan for multiple rooms working out for me. Same thing with the stairs in general. I'm sure if I like played around with it more, I could have got something, but I just kept trying and I wasn't really liking it. I was like, no, I kind of feel like it kind of suits a super large, just open bedroom for the second floor, and I do like how that turned out. Um, I think that kind of might be all I have to say, and I know there's still like another 10 minutes. There's a lot of video left. Again, I've said this before. I write a bunch of like stuff down of what I plan on saying, or what I want to talk about, and I'm usually like writing, and I am like, wow, yeah, like I might even run out of time. Like it's honestly what I'm telling myself, that I'm like thinking I have just too many things I want to talk about here. I'm gonna run out of time for sure. And then I do it, and well, as you could see now, I'm about only halfway through the video, and I am pretty much finished talking about everything I wanted to talk about. But I will let you hopefully enjoy the rest of the video. Like I was saying earlier, this is a collab with ML Plays, who is a very, very talented builder. She is super nice, super supportive. So I was so happy to be doing this with her, and definitely check out her channel and her other social media accounts and everything like that if you don't already. Okay, I will now leave it here. Thank you everyone for watching. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!